The Law Society of Hong Kong today said the government should consider including a public interest defense in Article 23 legislation. The organization made the comment after they submitted their views to the government before the public consultation period ends tomorrow. Mo Sang-ai reports.
The Law Society today announced its views in a submission on national security legislation under Article 23 of the Basic Law. The body said the legislative exercise is a constitutional duty and should be given priority. It suggested that the government should clarify the definition of some words relating to certain offences, such as seditious intention, so that the law would not be used to target political speeches or other forms of expression. During the public consultation period, many talked about the idea of a public interest defence for offences like that of state secrets. The Law Society said there are many issues to consider on the subject.
It's definitely worthwhile looking into whether there's a need for this offence. I mean, there are a number of issues that we need to look at. For example, legal burden or evidential burden, that sort of things. The whole procedure should be looked at holistically.
The body also advised that the government can use Canada's Security of Information Act as a reference.
There should be a balance struck between national security and human rights. And I think the Canadian model at least provide a suitable mechanism for this matter to be considered. There is a procedure to be followed. There's an application to the government. If the government fails to respond, then the person may use public interest defense as a defense.
The Law Society said the conclusion is based on the principles for Article 23 legislation. They will wait for the bill to provide a more in-depth review. On TVB's Straight Talk program, Secretary for Security Chris Tan also talked about Article 23. He said the legislative exercise will make the city a better place as security is the basis of Hong Kong's economic development. He also hit back at criticisms against Article 23 legislation from overseas.
I understand that, there are people seeing things from different angles and in different positions. And as the chief executive always quote an example, like the enactment of Article 23 is like trying to build up a security lock against people burgle into our house. Mm-hmm. How can you expect someone that they're trying to burgle to our house to have positive comment on our lock?
Tan added that the law will only target people who try to endanger the city's national security, so visitors and business people have nothing to fear about if they do not come to Hong Kong for that purpose. News 9, TVB News.